Alright, if you're watching this after the live stream, I just felt like doing a live stream. Hi, Roxy Carr. If you have any self improvement questions, I can answer. How do I become a better person in life? Well, for me, like we all have our different goals and our different values. So I feel like if you start working towards your values, like if you want to be a better person physically or a better person mentally, then you can try and work on it. For a mentally part, maybe just try and meditate, try and journal and everything. And for physical, you can just work out. Maybe if you're a little bit fatter, you can do cardio. If you're a little bit skinnier, you can start bulking and working out. So it all just comes down to your values, because my better person is different than your better person, if you get what I mean. If I made mistakes in life, so would it still work? Well, I don't really get the question that much, but if you made mistakes in life, they're completely okay, unless they're very stupid mistakes that are kind of irreversible. But usually if you make small mistakes or a decent mistake, it's actually decent, since you can learn from your mistakes, which is very important. And if you didn't have those mistakes, you wouldn't be the person you are today. And you also got to realize that everybody makes mistakes too. So yeah. I see. I see too, bro. Becoming a better person in general to other people. Well, for most people, it's just being nicer. So just learn to respect people. And if somebody's insulting other people without a valid reason, then 99% of the time it's reflected upon themselves. So in general, just be nice to people. But if you really have a very valid reason to hate, then I mean, just go do it, I guess. So yeah, respect is definitely going to being respectful to people is always a good thing. Don't be too respectful, since that's gonna hurt your reputation. Especially in this generation where people just call each other followers, glazers, or whatever. So yeah. Slurs? Okay. Um all that type of things. Yeah, all that type of stuff. I don't know. Yeah. By the way, if I sound kind of weird, I'm kind of sick right now. So, yeah. But people can call each other bad things in general that can hurt people's feelings. Well, if you're intentionally trying to hurt somebody's feelings, then without again a valid reason, then it's mainly just a reflection towards yourself. But if you have like a valid reason, for example, if somebody like said something, I don't know, about your family, about yourself, it's fine just to like come back, since you gotta defend yourself and defend your family. Or like basically with the example that I said. I'm also here to answer like fitness tips too, if you guys want. Hello. Yeah, we got 3 people here, guys. All right, so yeah, if you guys are here, I'm just trying to answer like self-improvement, fitness, all types of questions. So, yeah, feel free to like ask any questions, don't be afraid. How can I stay consistent with goals and commitments? Well, one thing that I've actually learned recently from reading a book, and finally not from like social media, is that I feel is that passion matters a lot more than discipline. If you have like no passion for something and you force yourself to do it every single day, you're going to burn out one day. And if you have genuine passion for it, even with like horrible discipline, you're still going to love doing it. And for staying consistent, you got to realize that everybody successful like started at some point that's lower or probably on par with how you're like. And just stay consistent, because every successful person did. And yeah. For example, like I kind of hate meditation, so I just don't do it. Even though I've developed like decent discipline, you know I still can't like really get myself to meditate, so I usually just like take walks, and that's what I usually do. No problem, bro. What time is it for you, by the way? It's around 7 to 9 p.m. I don't want to like leak where I am, My parents always tell me just like not to like tell. I don't know, bro. It's like internet safety. So around like 6 to 9 p.m. for me. Ten 48 p.m., bro. You should go to bed right now. Like I'm being dead ass. You should go to bed. Bro. Geometry dash grind never stops. Alright. I'm going for, I don't know what ACU is, so I don't know. My parents are really strict and don't let me leave the house alone to go on like walks and stuff. How can I convince them to do stuff and go to the gym? Well, my parents are like decently strict. They're not that strict, but convincing your parents is like a very hard thing. Like My parents are decently hard to convince. I wouldn't like sneak out or go to the gym without their permission, honestly. Just like try your best to like set a middle line. I'm not really sure how to do that since yeah, I genuinely have no idea. But yeah, if they're like overprotective parents where they just won't let you go outside to take walks, maybe just like go outside and take walks in the day. I'm not sure. But day walks are like very safe. It's just night walks, unless you're in like not a really stable or good neighborhood, it's not that safe. But I feel like with day walks, you can have like a good alibi for like going outside and taking a walk. And going to the gym, I mean, they really shouldn't have a reason for you not to go. So try to argue your point, I guess. I need to beat Future Funk soon. I don't know what Future Funk is, bro. I don't play GD that much. Yeah, unless you live in like Compton or like somewhere else, you probably shouldn't go outside and take a walk. I'm in New York. I have no idea if New York is especially like Buffalo. If we're talking about that, I don't know if that's a good neighborhood. I have no idea. What is the meaning of life? I'm trying to figure it out right now. I don't know. Just for me, I think, live up to your dreams, help as many people up as you can along the way, and honestly, like just enjoy life. That's just for me right now. It might change later. No, I know Buffalo is a city. I just don't know if it's safe or not. Like if we're talking about like walking outside. I don't know. Yeah, always be careful. That's why I usually go to walks with the phone, but I just don't look at it. How can I respond to my friends shipping me with this other girl? Honestly, bro, uh, just like stop giving them a reaction. Like if you give them like a bigger reaction, then they'll just like start talking shit about you even more. That's just how life is and how like the high school or middle school social dynamics are. But honestly, bro, just like no, if you tell them to stop shipping you with her, they're just gonna keep on doing it. So honestly, just like stay quiet, and if they're accusing you, just let them accuse you. I just like don't give them like any sort of reaction because all they want to do is just a reaction. Because like, why would they want to like do a ship or dip with you and this other girl? They're probably just like doing it for attention and just to mess with other people. So just stop giving them a reaction. It's hard sometimes, but yeah. Yeah, so you just kind of chill. I mean, I've never been in that situation before, so I can't really talk about it, but that's just what I would say. Well, not all of the time. Like if somebody tries to annoy you, not all of the times they're trying to get attention, but most of the times they're just trying to get attention, or they're just trying to lift themselves up to put you down. What is the best advice you've learned in your lifetime? I have no idea. Like everybody asks these type of questions, but I genuinely have no idea. So yeah, I don't really know. Would a punch to the face be considered a reaction? Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of like annoying and like mean people when you're in school, especially like middle school and like early high school, I guess. So is my camera quality like horrible? Because when I look at it, it's kind of grainy. All right, it's fine. I should probably do a live stream on my phone more often, but yeah. Yeah, it's probably around 480p. Yeah, I'm recording from my computer, so the resolution is just going to be shit. Do you play sports? Yeah, I do swim team. That's basically it. And I'm like more of a sprinter. I cannot do long distance. Just yeah, I can't do long distance. I'm not made for that. I don't do swim that much now because I'm kind of like on the bulk, but later when I cut, I'm definitely going to swim more. Yeah. You can't do swim. My school is more on the learning side. To be honest, you're growing right now. Keep it up with your uploads. You and people bully you or something. Yeah, thank you for the motivation. Not a lot of people know about this channel yet, so we're down the radar right now. But once people know, I would care a little bit, but I wouldn't really care that much. Like fuck it, bro. Wait, didn't you say that you also swam, and now you say that you don't know how to swim? Okay, I'm confused. Do you have any lessons? No, I do swim team. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like do you know what you're supposed to? I mean, the coach just gives us sets and we do it. I don't. Why the fuck do I hear my dogs barking outside of my backyard? I don't know, bro. And it's 11 p.m. for you, right? So I don't know why your dogs are doing that. All right, well, if you guys have any more like self-improvement, fitness related questions, I can answer them. I get decent grades like average A's. Well, honestly, bro, school, I just don't really like school that much. I don't really find much purpose in it right now. I'm putting like my business and like my YouTube channel over. I still get like decent grades, like A's, A minuses, like one B plus or something, but it's fine. GPA does matter a little bit, but what kind of matters more in life is like what you do. Like, we like nobody wants to like do this. Not, like we don't want everybody to do like the same thing. For example, content creation, drop shipping, all of this type of stuff. I'm going outside my comfort zone to do it. And honestly, bro, if you like have something else that can actually get you a career when you grow up, maybe put that ahead of school since you're kind of forced to go to school and like when you grow up you do want to build your own life. So honestly right now I'm just starting to build my life right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but hopefully it'll work. I'll just have to trust in the process. I mean, being a night owl is good, but like only if it's only good if you like use that time. But if you like use that time to watch YouTube, play video games, scroll on Insta, TikTok, or like YouTube Shorts, then that's very unproductive. So, some people are like night owls, but they smash all their work down like in the night. But honestly, if you like aren't doing anything productive right now, maybe you should just go to bed. Yeah. It's 11 p.m. anyways. Like no hate, but like 12 hours, that's crazy. Does this okay, this doesn't a minimum 7 to 9 hours off recovery, yeah. That's what I usually do. And yeah, 7 to 9 hours is usually good if you're trying to build muscle or you're in the gym. So yeah. And 7 to 9 hours is usually just like a normal person's like sleep that they should be getting. I passed out on my couch and slept for at least 14 hours. I don't know how people do that. I can't get, for me, like, I can't get past 9 hours of sleep. That's just me. I don't know why. How can I get, like, how can I get more, like, views on YouTube channel? well, there's like SEO, there's like thumbnails and everything, but honestly, I still do put a decent amount of effort into my thumbnails and everything. But honestly, stay consistent, but also improve over time. Everybody says stay consistent if you're trying to start YouTube, but you also got to improve too. Like if you upload like the same crappy ass videos, like you're not going to get more views, and like just make sure to like improve every time you upload. And don't rush everything too. Like don't upload 2 videos in a day, or don't upload like 4 shorts in a day. Like I used to upload like 3 shorts in a day, which was like highly unnecessary. So I've just been uploading 1 short a day like recently. How many days in a week do you exercise? Well, I exercise 6 times a week and I take a rest day. And currently right now I have like a schedule where I'm doing 2 days of swim team and 4 days of, you know, 4 days like active in the gym. So yeah, that's just how it is. But after May, I'm gonna start going a push pull leg split for like, yeah, I'm just gonna start doing push pull legs after swim is over. Usually it's also hashtags. Well, I stayed 6 times no rest. No. I do push pull legs. They all train like different muscles. So like push is like chest, pull is like back, legs is like legs. And like during the days where you're doing the other exercises, if you worked out your push muscles, in the pull day you'll get rest, and then the leg day it'll get rest. Messi or Ronaldo, I don't really watch soccer, so I don't know. Yeah. But in this summer, once it gets to summer, I'm definitely going to do an upper lower split. Since right now, I have a limited amount of time. So, and upper lower usually takes a lot longer, especially like the upper part. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna do upper lower in summer since I have a lot more time. You, you train 3 days a week? Well, usually I think it's recommended 4 to 6 times a week, like for muscle growth. But if 3 days a week works for you, then I guess you should like continue to do that. All right, well, I'm gonna sleep now. All right, good luck, bro. See you, bro. I'm also heading out. Bye. See you, bro. This live stream probably is going to last for like another 15 minutes, I'd say. I have limited time again. Do you have Discord? No, I don't use Discord. But later I might create like a Discord community if I want to, but I don't use Discord. Oh, what messaging media do you use? I just use messages like, and I also use Instagram. Instagram messages are basically what I use. In Instagram, it's for like school where I like message my friends and everything. But I have like this separate Instagram account that I created like a month ago. I have no idea now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like the first 10 people that DM'd me, they would get put in like a free Instagram group chat and you could join. But I don't know if requests didn't get sent through. You know, the post had a couple of likes, so I thought that it was going to like, you know, some people were going to request, but there ended up being none. So yeah, if you want to like message me on Instagram or anything, it's probably just in like the post section of my like YouTube channel, so you can go check it out. And also, thank you, bro. Yeah, that seems cool, but yeah, I don't really have any messenger apps. I don't use Discord at all. I don't use like WhatsApp or something. But yeah, I only have messages and I only have Instagram. That's it. Yo, what's up, Blonde Misha? What is your Insta? Well, it's my school Insta, so I don't really want to like disclose it. Is that the right word? I have no idea. What's up, bro? I'm doing good. How about you? But I have my separate Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's like I think it's Andrew Business Inquiries, but I'll have to look it up later. I think I changed it, but yeah. Yo, what's up, Joe? All right, so if you guys have any like self improvement, fitness, or other sort of like questions, you can ask me. I'll try to answer them in the best way. And if you guys are just asking, live stream is probably going to end in like 15 minutes. How do you get consistent with stuff? I already answered this question like a few minutes ago, but just like find the passion and like the why. Because if you don't have like passion and if you don't have like, you know, a purpose for doing the stuff that you want to do, then you're probably just going to fall off and like burn out. So honestly, stick to what you're passionate about. And also like you just got to like realize that everybody who's successful started out with being consistent, and nobody's started out like successful, and nobody got successful by like just laying on bed and thinking about being successful. I've been watching the videos and I've been enjoying them. Thank you, bro. I've been trying to make my lawn forms a little bit better. So you guys should go check it out. No problem. Thanks, bro. Yeah, but the best thing is don't just watch my lawn forms for like the dopamine. Like try to learn something from it that you can apply to your life. So I've like been struggling with lust. Bro, this is hard. I have no idea. I mean, everybody's like lustful in some way, and if you're a teen, it's like completely normal. But what matters more is if the lust doesn't take over, like your actions, your values, if the lust takes over and you start beating your meat to the hub, then that's not going to be good. But if you still have lustful thoughts, but you don't act upon it, like if you think this Instagram model was attractive and immediately after that you want to beat your meat and you resist, that's a very good thing. So honestly, for your age, it's like if you're a teen, like it's very normal to become lustful, but honestly, just like stop the urge, and that's probably just the best like advice that I would give. I have files full of information, so you can contact me. And I don't know how to contact you in YouTube. I have like a business inquiry email, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, we can contact if you want. Yeah, bro, I get it. Yeah. But if you like struggle with like corn or anything, just like tell yourself to like stop watching it. Try to like put your phone somewhere else. You can't goon in the living room since your parents are probably gonna be there. So just put it in like a place where like you're probably not gonna do it. What state are you from? Well, my parents always tell me just not to like tell other people where I'm from. So sorry. But I might later when I grow up. But for now, I kind of just want to stay hidden, I guess. Less is because of isolation, not really. A lot of kids who have a lot of friends who always hang out with other people, they are also lustful too. And yeah, I don't know. You could be right though. It's just my take. I don't know. I search Instagram. You search Instagram? No, my Instagram account. I'm pretty sure it's like Andrew Business Inquiries, but I think I changed the name later. I'll change it back and I'll make a post about it. And yeah, you got any tips on how to feel not to get left out? Well, honestly, like just like this one's kind of hard to answer, but like usually just know that you're working for the greater good. Like every the hardest like fuck like a quote that I've learned a while ago is that the harder to climb, the better the mountain. So like the more stuff you go through, like the better person you'll become. And it's like completely normal to feel left out sometimes. I do feel left out sometimes. And honestly, just like accept it. Not everybody's going to be like put in a friend group. Like not everybody is part of every friend group. And yeah, I mean, if you feel left out, just like try and comfort yourself, I guess. You know, maybe use that energy, go to the gym, or I don't know. Yeah, create good friends. That's a very good thing too. But if you're not, if you're in like a class with like no friends that you're in, I have like a few classes where I only have like classes with sophomores, and it's boring as shit. You know, just like do your work, I guess. You know, just kind of like lock in, I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't really know what to say. But yeah, most people who are like very social, like or like most of the popular kids, they're gonna end up peaking in high school anyways. So, just know that the weird kids or like the kids on like the lower end of the social hierarchy, they're gonna be the ones that succeed more. And yeah, I've been telling myself this and I've been trying to apply it to my life. All right, so I'm gonna end the stream in around 5 minutes. So try and get as many questions in as possible. And I'll try to. Do you think I should go into? No. Don't go on a cut. If you're like, yeah, you're 13 years old. Do not go on a cut. Yeah, it's not good. You're still going through puberty. If you eat less calories, you're gonna get less nutrients. Cutting in your teen years are just bad. And if you're doing just for the sake of looking lean for the summer, like that's just kind of shit, I guess. There's a trend been going. There's always been a trend like going around where it's like, you're trying to get shredded in the summer, but honestly, like, think about your health because like when you're 13 years old, you're still growing. Your hormones are still there. But if you like cut, I don't know, it's not the best thing. And yeah, I'm 5'6" or 5'7". Like I'm 5'7" in the morning and 5'6" later. So and I'm 145. I think I look completely fine. I just have like a little bit like fat on my belly and I'm kind of eating at maintenance. The best thing you can do probably right now, if you also have like a bit of ab definition, is probably just to like eat at like. Well, no, I'm gonna turn 15 in a month. Yeah, in a month I'm gonna turn 15. I don't want to expose myself so much. You're different values. Nice, bro. Well, if you don't want to, like, what way do you not want to expose yourself? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, if you're like 5'8" and you're 150 pounds, the best thing that you could probably do right now is maybe to bulk more if you're still kind of lean. But for me right now, I'm currently eating at maintenance, but I'm probably not like the best person to ask about this. But one thing I know for sure is you definitely should not cut. I swim 7 days a week. Oh, then you definitely shouldn't cut then. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't cut. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't cut. Swimming is already cardio, and if you cut even more, bro, you're gonna be malnourished, bro. Yeah, do not cut. If anything, bulk, bro. Whole food diet, limit junk. I mean, it's actually kind of hard to do it in the U.S., which is annoying. It is what it is, though. I find myself eating some junk sometimes, but you know, I don't want to be too strict on myself. I'm still a teenager, still want to like eat whatever I want. I don't want to eat like those like eggs, avocado, and beef on like a wooden cutting board. I don't want to do that type of shit since I'm just trying to enjoy my life right now. But yeah, if you're eating healthy, that's good. How do I lose fat though? Just cut. I mean, you swim 7 days a week, so it should be very easy for you to cut. But yeah. All right. All right. So the stream is gonna end in like 40 seconds. I'll get in two more questions. Two more questions. Yeah, I don't drink sugary drinks at all. I just don't. I usually get like a protein shake in. You just told me not to cut. Dude, well, you asked me how do I lose fat, so of course I gotta give advice on that, but like do not cut. See you later, contact me. Yeah, you can. I don't know how you can contact me, but just message Andrew Business Inquiries at gmail.com. And if I get like an email there, yeah. All right. If you have one more question, I'll answer it and then I'll end the stream. This was actually a good stream because like last stream, I did jack shit and like nobody was there, so that's good. It was nice chatting with you, bro. All right, well, I'm guessing that you don't have any questions left, but yeah, thank you for being in this stream. Hope you guys have a great day. And I don't know when I'm going to stream next time. I just do it like occasionally. I don't really do it that much. But yeah, it was fun talking to you guys, answering questions with you guys. And I'll just see you the next time I'm going to live stream.